I think I just discovered the best way to blow dry hair extensions, and I'm going to show you. Okay, I just got something in the mail and I am so excited to try it. And if it works, I want you to get one too, or to try it too, whatever. So I just got this. I know it looks like a projector, but it's actually a portable clothes dryer, and I'm thinking that I might be able to dry hair extensions with it. Let's find out. Okay, so I just took it out of the box. This is what it looks like. And then I'm going to use one of these hangers, and then I'm going to try, let me move you over here with me. I'm going to try to hang it on this thing if I can right here. And hang it there. And if that doesn't work, I have a clothes rack that I used to use to hang extensions on before we got like a nice rack. So I'll go with that if I need to, but I'm going to try to keep it simple. So give me a second. Okay, so this little thing pops off the bottom. It also came with a little remote. And then this is what it looks like. It unrolls. This is a travel clothes dryer. So essentially I'm going to plug it in and see what happens. Okay, so I have an old row of hair extensions that I just washed, and I lay them flat on a towel, and then I just kind of like keep everything straight but roll them to try to get some of that moisture out. The same thing I usually do with extensions, but it keeps them nice and in order. And then I'll just kind of like squeeze down this way. I'm gonna go brush this out and apply a little bit of product like I usually would, hang it up, and then I'll show you the rest of the process. Okay, I'm going to unzip this. I did have to grab a extension cord to do this, but well, that's not promising. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna unzip this, and then I believe there's something up here. Yeah, there's like a little rack up here. So I'm just going to, can you see my weft? I'm gonna hang my weft up. And then I'm just gonna zip this back up, and let's see what happens. So power, I didn't read any instructions. So, this might be like a UV thing. And then this is your timer. I'm gonna go for 60. And then, should I read some instructions? Give me a minute. Okay, I magically opened to the exact page in the manual. So essentially when it turns on, when you hit power, well, this is warm. When you hit power, this has probably been on for 30 seconds. So you can go to level 2 and that'll turn the dryer up. And then this is your minutes. So the minimum minutes is 60. I'm gonna set it for 60. I'm gonna leave, this is a sterilization light over here, this one. So I'm just gonna leave that, and I'm gonna let this go for like 20 minutes and I'll come back and check. I'm actually gonna set a timer. I'll be back soon. Okay, so we are right at the 20-minute mark. So I am going to pull this out and show you what it looks like. Y'all, these are, now this is an old row, so it's not quite as thick as like what a normal row would be. These were at one point 18 inches. This was her top row, so it was layered a little bit anyway. But these are 75% dry. So I have a camper, and that's how I like came across this, and I was like, wonder if that would work. My biggest concern was that like the airflow was going to circulate and like make these all frizzy, but it's actually blowing straight down from the top, and it's not enough airflow to where it like kind of bounces back. The ends are still a little bit damp for sure, but this is like, it's not dry. It's only been 20 minutes, but this is like 80 to 90% dry, and this is like, I'd say 70% dry. This is going to be a game changer. So I'm going to put these back in here. I'm going to let it go for another 20 minutes, and then I'm assuming it'll be completely dry by then. And there should be, if I had the, it's like leaning right now, but if I had it where I could you see the little rack in there? There's like a little rack here. There are divots. Oh yeah, even with it angled, I can hang like 2 rows on here, or I guess more if you're prepping more hair, but I'm so excited. I feel like I invented something that I didn't invent. Okay, it's been just shy of 20 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off and let's check it out. This feels completely dry. I'm trying to let it like cool for a second because you know you can feel the difference. I'm impressed. I would say this is a win. I'm going to link it all in my Amazon storefront if you're interested.